Morning, everybody. Welcome to Trading Live with Robert. This is what I'm looking at right now. Looks like GBP USD just broke out. Those of you who are on the team would have seen 58 or so pips from the breakout. Now it's giving her a nice retest and it's dropping again. Missed that retest. That's 30 pips already. Makinde, welcome. Gold broke out also. Waiting to see if it comes back inside, because at this point there's nothing I can do with that. If it doesn't come back inside, then I'll reassess to see what it can do. This is the Dixie. Dixie basically stayed in consolidation from yesterday. Poke its head out for a minute. That's an aberration. When you look at the higher time frame, that's really a wick. Yeah, there's the wick. So I don't know that I will adjust that at all. Maybe I'll adjust this a little bit. The bottom, really messy. It did break down. It broke through the trend line and dropped. Imagine that's when gold is making its move up. But right now, see how these three candles are coming down and these three candles are going up. Basically what we see in the Dixie and gold. Good morning, Sandrika. Good morning, Dan. That's Makinde. What are you talking about? What's wrong with you? That's his name. That is his name. Or her name. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's a great African name. What does it mean? Makinde, what does your name mean? I'm sure it means something amazing. We got a whole bunch of news coming out. TradingView tells me that the 10 o'clock job openings is a red folder and my Forex doesn't. So it's kind of weird. Morning, Apes. Damn, you gotta be a man of the world to be able to communicate with all cultures. You know, if you're talking to a Cuban, you gotta go, oh yeah, ¿qué pasa, mano? If you're talking to a Dominican, you gotta say, pero qué vaina. Puerto Rican, huepa. The accent, I get it. Hopefully he wasn't offended either. Let's see, yeah, if gold could be leaving now or it's rejecting this bottom here. There's no way of me to mark that up again. Let me see. Let's see. Let's go look at gold for a minute. The daily is bullish or was bullish, but that's one massive rejection from the top, isn't it? of course, we saw these rejections already happening, so we're not too surprised. 4 hour bearish with a nice little hammer there to the end of this little flag going up. 1H holding by the 50 moving average. We'd like to see it break the lows, really. We need to see if I get a little support there to redraw that. I'm eager to take a sell, but I'm going to be patient. Very messy down here. Let's check this out. Down here, there's a fake out over here. Kind of tricky, All of this is kind of tricky. I mean, the only place that I feel really safe taking a sell is below down here. It's really messy. Go back to GU. GU is a pretty clean drop if we can, but we already know from the high time frame, right? Isn't this? Wow, it broke it. It's trying to close below that wick there. Man, the pound is taking a beating. The pound has been taking a beating for a long time. Let's take a look at the weekly. This is the weekly. Well, since before that, I was going to say since May, but look at this, since way before that. Just way before that. The pound has been dropping, right? It was clearing on Brexit. This kept dropping. Nice little double top in the year. This is the weekly, by the way, guys. And now, this is almost a straight drop since October. Just a straight drop. Good breakthrough. 4 hour. Again, it usually takes news to break something like that. 4 hour, 1 hour. $30-minute. Is that where we're at right now? 30-minute? Okay, if this can turn, I don't know if it's going to have the time to do it. If this can turn bullish and the next candle breaks the low, I would be content to take that for about 20 pips. Otherwise, I'm going to wait for it to come back inside. Seems a reasonable thing to do with that one. I mean, it kind of already played out. This is not the place to enter a sell again, unless I get a pullback and then a continuation to the downside. We have several weeks of rejection down here already. Let's go to the 15-minute. Okay. Let's go to the 5-minute. It could be flagging to drop again. We don't know, but that's a nice pin bar right there in the 5-minute. So maybe a bullish candle followed by a red candle that breaks the low, then I can take it for 20. Otherwise, waiting for it to come back inside. That one played out. See, I knew that name was awesome. I knew that name was awesome, Akin. The one who arrived with the virtues of bravery and valor. Courageous. Basically, your name means courageous. I love it. My life verse is Joshua 1:9. I've had that verse since I was a kid. It's been part of me forever. Where the Lord says to Joshua, have I not commanded you to be strong and courageous? Do not be afraid. Do not grow faint, for I am with you wherever you go. I love that word. Wherever you go. Wherever you go. You know what the Lord is saying? The Lord is saying to Joshua, go. I'm with you wherever you go. Sometimes we get worried and concerned about what to do, and we try to ascertain the will of God. And God is saying, go, I am with you. Go. You know, constantly asking for permission for what we want to do. Constantly asking for permission. The Lord is saying, go, I'm with you. Don't you know he's going to keep you from messing up your life if you're going to mess up your life? He will keep you from messing up your life if you're going to mess up your life. He loves you. He's not going to let you fall. He loves you. Man, that's a revelation. Honestly, that's a revelation I'm still growing in. But everything I read is telling me the same story. Everything I read is telling me the same story, man. Like Moses standing at the Red Sea, crying out to God because the armies are coming behind him. And God says to him, why are you calling out to me? Stretch out your hand. It's like, I love that scripture. Like, why are you calling out to me? You know, the disciples come to Jesus. All we got is 2 loaves of bread, and was it 2 loaves and 5 fishes, or 2 fishes and 5 loaves? Can't remember, one of those 2. And they say, should we go to the nearby villages to get some food? And Jesus says, feed them. Man, so many times we're waiting for permission, or we're waiting for God as we see it. And God is saying, I've given you everything you need. You go. I will bless what you do. That's what we need to understand. God will bless what we do. We got to do. We got to act. We got to move. If we move, even if we don't have it right, God will bless it. He'll help us understand what we're doing wrong and help us, and we will do better. But we got to move. I feel like preaching today. You know why? Because I dreamt I was preaching. Last night I dreamt I was preaching. This morning I dreamt I was preaching. I dreamt I was preaching in Spanish, or I was called to preach in Spanish, and I'm waiting to be called to the front to preach, and I don't have my notes ready. Well, I'm like, why don't I have my notes ready? I'm scrambling in my head. I know I have a sermon in my head, right? I'm trying to figure out what it is. So I guess it's falling on you guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, we might have moved. We might have missed the move, the original move. Let me go look at GA. Oh, okay. So GA, did it come back to the zone? GA came back to this zone. Wow, that's a big drop. Remember the other day I put that trend line. It's still, well, kind of stopped, based, and dropped again. This is a nice little zone over here. Let me remove that. This is a nice little zone. Okay, so it broke down, came back down. We've seen that. This is important here. That's more like it. This is an important area right here for price. Let's see. Let's look at the daily. Bearish to no end, right? Now it could be again forming a head and shoulders here, which means it has to bounce up to come down. Or if you just break from here and break down from here. You got an outer trend line. You got an inner trend line. So the inner trend line was busted. And the inner trend line is busted. Price wants to come to the outer trend line. 4 hour. 4 hour is clean, man. Clean, clean, clean. Clean, clean, clean. I like that action. Beautiful. Thing is, it broke and we missed that break already. Okay, looks like GU may be selling finally. Let's see. It's not ready. On the 5 minute, it looks like it's trying to break down. It's not ready. If it's gonna sell, it's not ready. I like that GA. I like that GA. Let's go down lower. I think Mercedes is traveling today. There's the bounce. Oh, I think that was a buy already. Little buy over that high. That's a nice little setup. That's a nice little setup for GA. The GJ. GJ is a mess. It's a mess. Daily. Bearish. Something like so. The 4 hour. A little messy. That's messy. That's messy as heck. Okay, looks like gold is wanting to sell. Is that what I understand from the move? I think gold is wanting to sell. And rejected the 50. No man's land for me. No man's land for me. It's 25 pips. Back to GJ. Let's see. That's a 4 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. I like this better. I like that better. Something like that. We tended to make that tighter, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Not liking it at all. What was the other one? GA. GA was the one that was nice. Yeah, look at that bounce. Yep, yep. The buy had already started. The buy had already started. Yep. Man, I'm missing everything today. That was already 23 pips. Bummer. Bummer, 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 bummer. Oh, this is GJ. I thought I was looking at. Okay, I'll change my my MT4 was on GJ, so GU. That could be a problem when you're trying to trade. Excuse me. Right? Yeah, that was a nice little bounce there. Now, perhaps this is a pullback to then break the bottom. Major zone. The bottom here is major zone. So, for it to break it, it would take news. I don't see any news coming. I'm thinking it's more likely for it to keep going up and then maybe reject up here and consolidate. We shall see. There you go. Kimmy had it right. 2 fish and 5 loaves. There you go. Thank you, Sandrika. Young says, preach. Man, I can preach. It's amazing to me. I don't know what the Lord did with my life because I wanted to be a preacher, you know, right now. But I recognize that the reason why I wanted to preach was wrong. I had the wrong motives. I was ordained young. I was ordained when I was, how old was I? 25, 26. And motives were just out of whack. They weren't evil. I guess they are evil when you consider the kingdom of heaven. They were selfish. Anything selfish is evil when I think about it. Taking care of yourself. Self-care is not selfish, by the way. Self-care is not selfish. Okay. Selfishness is evil because it puts you at odds with the well-being of everybody else. And the truth of the matter is that we can be, this needs to be readjusted. We can be, we're interdependent, right? We're all interdependent. We all need each other. So what's good for one needs to be good for everybody. And sometimes the need of the one are what's important right now. Because the need of that one becomes the good of everybody. You know, if you consider, for example, a father or a mother who is ill, who's momentarily ill, I'm not talking about a chronic illness because that's a different kind of animal. But if you consider the needs of a parent a provider, a caretaker who's ill, momentarily ill, man, the needs of that one become extreme. And they're important. You take care of that one, and when that one comes back, that person takes care of everybody else. So sometimes the need of the one exceed the need of the many temporarily. In the long run, no. In the long run, no. But we're interdependent. Paul said in the scriptures, the toe can't say to the hand, I don't need you. You know, the hand can't say to the liver, I don't need you. I don't even see you. The whole reason why we have all these body parts is because we need them all. And if one part of the body is hurting, every part of the body is hurting. You know, last night I'm putting lights, Christmas lights outside. We're putting them on the palm trees, and I guess that palm tree has some sort of sap that is like a defense mechanism. It's poisonous. So man, I start itching. You know, well, when one spot of your body itches, your whole body itches. Right? You feel it everywhere. It's like It's the same thing, you know, we in America especially, man, in America especially, we are so darn independent. Or we think we are independent. We're not. We're not. We glorify the self-made man, self-made woman. There's no such thing. No such thing. You can't go anywhere, do anything without the help of people. You can't. Nobody built a company all by themselves. I think about my father building his house, right? With his bare hands, practically did it by himself. But even he didn't do that. Not by himself. Why am I looking at, oh, because gold is doing something different. Yeah, I don't trust any of this action. I'm gonna wait on volume to show up at 8 o'clock to come. Because it already broke, you know, GU had already broken below, retested and dropped. Gold had broken below, did a little retest here, and dropped 20 some pips, missed that. This went up, that's already stalling, but it was a good 25 pips right there to be had. Missed it, so now it's time to wait. So anyway, I needed not to be a preacher. I hung up. I was actually on a missionary trip, having great success. When it hit me, man, I'm here for the wrong reason. You know, I was so worried about the numbers and getting accolades for doing well. And then I saw the real deal. That's really it. I guess that's really it. That was the moment. When you see the real deal, someone who's in there for the people, someone who's in there for the love of the people, my gosh, I realized I gotta get out. I gotta get out. My motives are completely wrong. And I had a chat with that person. I mean, he's the first person, it was a guy. But the moment I looked into his eyes, I met him. The moment I met him, I looked into his eyes, man, I loved him. The moment I met him, I loved him. That there was something emanating from his eyes that was alive and oozing love for people. It was like, wow, I need that. And I don't have that. And I'm supposed to have that with this title that I have. Minister of the gospel. I was like, reassess. Yeah, hit the stop loss. hit the stop loss of my life. Boom. Get out of that trade and reassess. It's pushing down now. But the 8 o'clock coming in 4 minutes. Maybe we'll get something definitive. But, the desire for knowledge and the study of scripture has always stayed with me. And God gave me an ability to communicate. And so eventually, all these years later, I got ordained again. But I do have a hard time being in any community that's not genuine. Again, the real, I want the real deal. I want the real deal in my own life. I strive for that. This is like my journal, by the way, guys. You guys are hearing me, talking like it's my journal. You guys are my journal. I want the real. I want the real in my life. I don't want anything else. You have to fight for the real. Because everything in this Western society wants you to be fake. Wants you to pretend. It tells you that the real you is defective. It tells you don't measure up, right? Because they show you on TV all these perfect models, all these perfect actors. They take the what is it? They take the rare and place it as an example of what everybody else should measure up to. So dumb. There's a reason why. How can I say? Let's talk about intelligence. There's a reason why some people, and they're not just because they're intelligent, they dedicate themselves to that, right? They have an affinity for physics, or they have an affinity for mechanics, or they have an affinity for electricity, or they have an affinity for whatever. And so they dedicate themselves to that, and they become extremely smart about that thing. And then there are those who are geniuses about those things. Well, it's like taking a genius, right? Taking an Einstein and saying to everybody, that's what everybody should be like. No, that person was gifted with something unique to them that makes them them. I'm not them, So if you take someone who's physically beautiful, and now with surgery, you can make anybody, right? Practically physically beautiful. You take someone who's physically beautiful and you set them up as the example of what everybody should be like. Bull crap. Baloney. That's not me. Okay, here it comes at 8 o'clock. Let's see what we got. This is not till 10. Okay. I think I will hold off. I feel like gold is like in no man's land. Caught in the middle with you. Yeah, I'm tempted on that sell, that gold sell. A lot of rejections to the bottom. Very tempting, very tempting, very tempting. gonna give it a minute. Show me his hand. Show me your hand. Show me your hand. Anyway, guys, don't buy into the Western idea of perfection. Perfection is an illusion. Perfection is unattainable. Excellence, on the other hand, is very attainable. Excellent. Anybody can be excellent. Anybody can be excellent. You know, like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Okay, yeah, this wants to sell. And I'm tempted to go in, but oh my gosh. No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I don't even have my GA open. Everybody can be excellent because everybody can perfect. How can I say that's not the word? Everybody can improve and strive for doing something to the best of their ability. And the better and the more they practice, the more they work on it, the more consistent it becomes. And consistency is excellence, by the way. Consistency is excellent. Do you understand that concept? Consistency is excellence. I have been in on GJ for about 30 minutes on the buy. On GJ for the buy, well, it looks like GU is wanting to buy, so maybe GJ is wanting to buy also. Oof. Those rejection candles don't look so pretty. This could be an exhaustion candle. Yeah, I don't know, buddy. I don't know about a buy from down here, perfect. A buy up here, no. Yeah, gold is getting ready to do something. Gold is getting ready to do something. Yeah, gotta find somebody who knows about NFTs. You know who's dealing in NFTs is Tom Bilyeu. I'm taking a sell. Took a sell. I should have been in already a long time ago, but I took a sell on gold. Okay, I'm up. What is that? I'm already up. Good. Okay, let's go. We're gonna go. Let's go. Don't mess around with me now. Should have been in that sell a little earlier. I knew it was coming. Let's see if it can break that low. Otherwise, it may be time. If it wakes up, it may be time to run for the hills. This is at a critical spot. It just seems price action seems to be telling me wants to sell. So there he goes. There he goes. Well, it was going. It was going. For a minute there. You just wake up down. That was 10 pips. Almost took it. There's some magic keys making sure this thing works. Yeah, it's working. Okay. Let me have it handy. Let me have it handy. I mean, look how it went to the bottom of that zone and stopped. Oops. Had I gotten in just a little earlier, man, that would have been a good 15, 20 pips. That's not what I want to do. Come on. Don't mess with me now. This is what I want to do. It's pushing. Tom Billiou. Look him up. I'll show you him on YouTube here in a minute. Tom Billiou he's got a big old company. He's on the motivational side of things, but he's got a big company and he's working on NFTs and he's teaching about them. I'm on his Discord. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about somebody who's mega rich and a genuine person, real dude, real guy. I don't like this action on gold. We have to close. I had taken already partial profits. So if I close now, I'm basically making money. Still pushing. Still pushing and I'm still holding. Yeah, my entry needed to be probably 10 pips higher. Okay, here you go. Let's try again. I'm keeping an eye on the 5 minute on this side so I can see better what's going on. Say that just went down another 7 pips. Okay. It closed at the lows, the 5 minute close below. So it could be an indication it wants to keep going down. We'll see. Five minute is struggling so bad. I got out. It could run. Made a little bit of money, but it should have run by now. And again, it's at a critical spot. Lots of orders here. This is a big old wall. It could break it. It could break it, but that's a big wall there. So this is like my false start from GJ. When was it? The last time that I was here, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Same thing. You know, if it don't work, get the heck out. Now, eventually, GJ worked my way. If you noticed it yesterday, it did come down to my TP after all. But it wasn't, to me, waiting for hours for that wasn't worth it. It's not worth it. What's going on over here? Here, nothing. Gold is where the action is at right now. That's GA, right? Yeah. My timing could have just been off, or just simply could have just taken those 10 pips and been happy, or entered early, like I should have entered when I saw the sell signal. Let me see how many pips was that from the time I saw it. About 20, 22, about 22. So that was it. That was it because it's at a critical spot here. So the fact that I got no continuation makes me say, get out, Robert. Get some green candles here in just a minute. The 15-minute. Let's look at the 5-minute. Yep. We could be looking at the reversal now. We'll see. We don't really know. The higher time frames dominate, but you can see what's happening on the low time frame. Oh, look at that 50. I forgot about that 50. That's right. 50 is there. Price is trapped between the 30-minute 50 and the 1 hour 50. Stochastic RSI at the bottom on the 30-minute, bottom on the 15-minute. Yeah, it's good. Yep. Yeah. It could be turning around here any minute now. Turning around. Yeah, let's go look at him. Tom Bilyeu. Tom Bilyeu. Where's Tom? Where's good old Tom? Where's Tom Bilyeu? Where's Tom? Tom. Nope. Bilyeu. There he is. This is Tom Bilyeu right here. This guy is awesome. He's got amazing content in here, guys. Amazing. Okay, here you go. NFTs, crypto. Okay, crypto masterclass. Everything you need to know. Right there. NFTs, crypto, and the future of tech. This guy is on the edge. Okay, this guy is on the cutting edge, and he's a multi-millionaire. All right. So if you want to know about that stuff, stick with him. He is good. He is good, and he comes across very honest. I don't know him personally, but everything I've watched speaks of genuineness. I like him. All right. I think the buys may be back. Let's see. On GA, I think the buys may be back. On gold, gold is still trying to figure it out. Arms itch. And that darn arm shoot. Okay, this is typical morning when news are coming, right? Typical morning. The move happens during London, and then after that, forget it. Look at that 5-minute gold. I'm kind of biased now for the buy. For the buy. So if it sells, it's going to go without me because I'm kind of biased now. I'm in the buy. Stop at the bottom. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Well, that was instant. That was instant. Look at that. Let me get my handy dandy. I took most of it on the 10 pips, and now I got my stop loss at break even. And I'm holding the rest of it. See how far it wants to go. Well, that was quick. It's the value of being in the 5 minute, man. You can see what's happening. But for new traders, man, it's difficult for me to tell them about the 5 minute because they get in trouble. See these rejections here? That's exactly where it stopped. It has to break through that. If it can break through that, then it's going to run. There you go, up 12 pips now. That was clean. That was very clean. Let me show you it. Let me show you it. Break of that high. Stop down here. That I'm thinking wants to run at least to there. At least to there. Could be higher. There it goes. That's 15. You gotta be quick with these things, man. Nothing else is happening. Yep, gold is where it's at. For me this morning, at least. Yeah, took me out. Took me out because I moved my stop loss to break even. It may be just coming for a retest. Or this could be the move down. Regardless, I got the better part of 11 or so pips. And that might be it for today. Let's see what it wants to do. This action is not happy. Looks like GU is also dropping. So is GA. How does that work? GA and GU are usually on opposite ends. Okay, so fake out to the top. Looks like it wants to break down the lows now. It didn't quite make it up there. Maybe 15. think that was better than 1-to-1. Keep rejecting that bottom. See what happens. This music is kind of boring. What the heck? Let's see if I find something better. Okay, it wants to go, it wants to go, it's not going, it wants to go, it's not going, is it going? Ooh, look at that rejection. It's going. Okay, I sold again. I sold again. Let's see what happens. This time I'm at the very bottom, so I'm not gonna linger here. It's gonna be a quick scalp. What does the 30-minute look like? Oh yeah, 30 minutes sold very nicely. The 30 minutes sold very nicely, but the 30-minute sale was from up here. That's the original sale I should have gotten in on. No bueno. I hate this. It keeps rejecting that spot. He's just trying to induce sellers to buy. I'll find out here in a minute. You gotta be patient. But not too patient. Not too patient. Let's see. I'm gonna start cutting off positions out of this baby. Yeah, pretty bad action today. Pretty bad price action. Based on it though, it should continue to downside. It faked the top and it couldn't break it. So it came back down. Now I faked the bottom. Not sure if it's gonna break it. Let's see what this candle does. This candle still has 5 minutes. Doom, doom. Yeah, the 15-minute wick looks beautiful for a sell. And it's been selling. And it's been selling and it's rejected. It's just, this is a very strong area. And there's a lot of noise back here. I would have preferred the first sale from up here. That would have been my preference. If it fails to go down, I'll be out here real soon and be done for the day. Got the 15-minute open over here, but I'm watching the 5-minute on the MT4. Yeah, this is news kind of action. Like waiting for news, up and down, up and down, up and down, doing nothing, up and down. It's not looking good. Not looking good. I cut half of it. Let's see if it holds. I can always go back in. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the action at all. I mean, I was happy with the buy, not happy with any of the sells. My first one or this one. First one was break even, a little profit. I was up 10 pips and then ended up very few. I think it does want to break the bottom, but it's just a big price point. Oh. Oh. What's a Dixie doing? I'm sure it's dancing the same way. Well, the Dixie is trying to break the bottom. Gee, nice. That's not going to help my sell if it's trying to break the bottom, but it's also at support. It's also at support, so maybe it starts bouncing up. I don't know. Let's see. It's going on the 5-minute. Let's see if that Dixie bounces from there. So that's support. So this is 8:30. Let's see what the 8:30 brings us. Take care, Dan. Have a good day, buddy. Yeah, the market is waiting for news. So it seems. Here it comes back. There you go. There you go. Let's go. Vamos ahorita. Vamos ahorita, vamos. Here we go again. Testing the bottom one more time. Yeah, so the Dixie bounce. Let's see if we get continuation. Here you go. Usually start at 7:30. Extra workout. I used to do them at 6:30 and I realized that was coming too early to the market. It would have been good today to be here at 6:30 today. Could have caught the 7 a.m. drop. But most of the time, it's best for me to wait for the New York Open, which is 8 o'clock. So I try to be here around 7:30. That way I can maximize the time that I'm here. This should break the low, man, but it's struggling. It will probably be 10 and out for me. Let's see. Here we go. There you go. Vamos, Torito. Got my finger on the trigger. Got my finger on the trigger. Okay, I'm seeing blues again. Let's go. Fighting, fighting, fighting. Fighting, fighting, fighting. That spot just doesn't want to. It just doesn't want to. My Alexandra used to say, I don't want to. I don't want to. Okay, next 5-minute candle just opened. Let's see if Dixie gets a continuation to the upside or no. Yeah, I'm so used to, going in on the market when the market is moving to move, when it's going to move, right? That enduring these weights, even if the market goes in your direction, it's usually not good for my psychology. Because I'm just so used to it going in my direction when I go in. I time it pretty good. But not this time. Time to buy pretty good. The 2 sells, not so good. Not so good. Ooh. Tempted to just get it over with and close it. Make my screen a little bigger, but let's see what the heck's going on. Okay. Does it want to go? Does it not want to go? Does it want to go? Does it not want to go? The stop is above the wick, above the previous green wick on that 15-minute. But I'm waiting to see if I can get a wick on the 5-minute, and then I'll put it there. But it's refusing to go down, man. It's refusing to go down. I'm just tempted to close the whole darn thing. Could just be forming support. Take off to the upside. If it can give me a nice 5-minute wick to the downside, I mean a wick to the upside to go down, then I'll move my stop loss to that. But honestly, if this turns green, if this 15-minute turns green, I'm out. I'm not gonna wait for it to get all the way up to the top of it. I'd be out. I'm gonna take my L for the day. Got my finger on the trigger, like I said. Yep, I'm out. I'm out. That's it. That's it. You're just gonna watch now. There's nothing definitive anywhere here. Is it going up? Is it going down? Dixie's coming down instead of going up as it should. What happened to GA? What happened to GA? GA still doing the same thing? GA starting to sell. Yeah. For a moment, now it's coming down. On the 5-minute, it's alternating candles. Green, red, green, red, green, red. Keeps rejecting this area right here. So again, maybe it turns into a buy, but it's not a buy yet. It was earlier. Then it decided to test the lows again. Look at that Dixie. Woo! That Dixie's about to run, isn't it? Yeah, I'm glad I got out. There she goes. Woo, look at it go. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful move there. Now maybe it'll run. See, had I stayed in the buy from before, it would have taken me out because it came down to take me out. Now it's moving up. It's all good. It's all good. I see you there, gold. I see you. And again, that move right there took all of 2 minutes. That's what I'm used to. That's what I'm used to. That kind of action where you go in 20 pips, 2 minutes, seconds sometimes, you're done. When you have to wait around, it's usually not a good thing for me, both in my trade and psychologically. I've already done my metrics, and if my trade lasts more than 30 minutes, it's going to be a loser. That's just the way it is. So if my trade that goes over 30 minutes is a loser, why would I hang on to any trade that is lingering? I just get out. Violates my structure, I just get out. Bye. Violates my price action, I just get out. I go in on a sell and it's supposed to be selling, like now. It's not selling now, I'm out. Don't need to hang out. Whatever you have, whatever you do, you just got to be consistent with it. So that the more you do it, the more you do it, the more you do it, the more you can become excellent with it. Okay, 50 on the 1 hour. Let's go look at the 1 hour. Yeah, it broke it. It broke it now. Oh yeah, holding. Yeah, from the bottom. Yes, yes, and it held it good there. Looks like my original buy idea is going to prove right, but still, this candle would have taken me out. This candle would have taken me out. So would have lost on that one. That's what happens, Kevin. With gold, that's what happens. Ain't no predicting gold. Just gotta watch it. Just gotta watch it. Try to get on the right side of it, and if it proves not to be the right side, then you get the heck out. But wow, I mean, GU dropped, right? It hasn't done anything since. Just consolidating here. Nothing's happened really this morning. Let's go to the 30-minute. You see, had I been here at 7, I could have caught that retest for the drop. That retest, let's just say from here, anywhere here. That's 44 pips. That retest for the drop, but I wasn't here. And so now we were right here in the middle. Like, oh crap. What do you do with the middle? You don't do anything with the middle. But I was meddling with the middle. I was trying to anticipate the break to the bottom and the break to the top. This is what I want to open. GU is what I wanted to open. Okay. Same concept, right? It never actually closed. This is the one that actually closed outside. But this drop right here, like this is the initial drop. This initial drop from the zone from last night was 25 pips or something like that. And it came back, retested, although it's not really technically a retest because it never closed outside. It never closed outside, so it's not quite a retest. Here, I guess this is the close and this is the retest. The initial drop was 56 pips, something like that. The retest was only 34 pips or something like that. Which is still not bad, but that was at 7 a.m. So we didn't come in the market. I didn't come to the market early enough to catch into that. Now it keeps messing around here. Wants to go up, wants to go down, wants to go up, wants to go down. Just consolidating. The Dixie is pushing down. It's at the very edge of support though. But GU wants to buy. At 9 o'clock, I'm shutting it down, guys. No good price action today. Not at all. I mean, before 7 a.m. or with the 7 a.m. yes. After that, nothing. It's already 8:50 in the morning. Nothing. Nothing's happened. And then you get in trouble trying to force trades, right? Which is basically sort of what I did there. I mean, on most mornings, that thing just goes immediately. Hit gold. I'm gonna hit TP up here. I think it's formed pretty good support on the 5-minute. Gold has pretty good base. Let's just start pushing up. Sorry, guys. Have a great day, Kevin. Yeah, you're not wrong about that, Abe's. You know, I got up this morning and I told my wife, I might be coming back to bed. I think there's lots of news today. Should have stayed in bed, man. Oh, retail sales did have an 8:30. Oh no, that's on the 15th. Today is at 10 a.m. The job openings. This is gonna blast out of here. I'm thinking it's gonna push gold up. Oh, I apologize. Well, other than a little sermonette, you guys didn't get much value today. Perhaps you found out how an experienced trader still has challenges when the market is acting the way it is. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't rest well last night. I don't know why. Maybe my right hip was bothering me, I think. There goes the Dixie. Gold should start moving up. Extra workout. These little these down here are news folders. That's what these flags are. Okay, so this tells you news is coming at 10 a.m. But also my FX book. I looked at my FX book and it was oh. Okay, that works. My FX book, where is it? My FX book, my FX book, my FX book, my FX book, my FX book. Look at all these folders, man. Can you see those folders? There's a whole bunch of folders. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 folders. 1, 2, 3 of them are medium. One of them is red. I mean, this says medium, but over here is red. So job openings, I would consider job openings as a high impact news. So with 13 folders coming, it's a day to stay in bed. You know. But I missed several days last week of being live, and I miss you guys, and I feel like I need to be here to encourage some folks. I don't know if my trades here encouraged you or not. Yeah. Oh, that's nice, Daniel. Thank you, Pamela. I appreciate that. If nothing else, maybe I can dispense some wisdom. Not that I possess great wisdom, but I have studied wisdom for a long time. And I try very diligently to hang around people that possess it so I can get more of it. So I've accumulated quite a bit of information and knowledge on certain things, and it's no good if I keep it to myself. It does me no good. And a lot of you are young people. I wish I got the information that I now have when I was young. You know, could have saved me so much headache, so much pain. And same thing with trading, you know. Same thing with trading, man. I wish that I had someone show me how to trade. you know? And in the beginning, Jay was trading live a lot. Well, when the group was small, we could do it and it wasn't a big deal, right? We could do it together. As it grew bigger and bigger and he got a responsibility, got twins or whatever, we couldn't do it anymore, you know? So, and there was never anybody doing New York. There was nobody ever doing this in New York. It's like, and I had to change my lifestyle. I've been up for 2+ years, 2.5 years. I was up every night, rearrange my schedule entirely, not sleeping in my own bed with my wife until the morning. It's like, you know what? It's time to stop that. You know, this needs to work around my life. I've already gained the skill. Now this has to work around my life. So I came to New York. I had to learn New York. Still learning it, you know. But the whole point of trading is to have a lifestyle. So that's what I'm doing now, building it. Awesome, Wilson. Well, thank you, Extra Workout. I try to give you value. There's not much today. Again, today is news day. So this is all consolidation, which is beautiful, by the way. Guys, by the way, this consolidation is beautiful. This is very nice. Because when this breaks out, it's gonna fly. Either direction. And if I'm seeing this right, it will blast down and then shoot up. That's how I'm seeing this action. It's gonna blast down and shoot up because I think it wants to buy. It's just beautiful consolidation here. Same consolidation here, by the way. This consolidation is nice right now over here. It's just waiting, possibly for the news for 10 a.m. Thank you, Venetia, for letting me know. Thank you. Let me look at it tomorrow because I may sleep in. Oh, wow, yeah. 3 red folders. Okay, I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. 3 red folders along with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more folders. No trade day for New Yorker. Okay, so gold. Are you selling now? How could you be selling now when the DIX is dropping like crazy? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, 5 seconds to the 9 o'clock. Let's see what the 9 o'clock does. Maybe there's a violent reaction. Here you go. Let's see. So Dixie broke support. I'm thinking it may go up for a retest, which makes gold come down for a little bit, and then it'll continue its move down, its drop down, and gold will fly up. But that's, again, pending news. We got news coming. Oh, this thing. We'll see. Just watching right now. This should be adjusted. This is nice. Honestly, this is nice consolidation. I like this very much. And I like that also. Don't like the price action, but I like the consolidation. So waiting for news may be it. So I don't know that I will do anything until 10 a.m. guys. So, and I'm gonna be leaving now. Awesome, Akila. That's good to know. That's good to know. Yeah, and I like to trade 2 hours or something like that, and that's it. So Well, one of the streams is that we see that you also go through the psychological emotions that us, the new traders, also have. Thank you. Of course, yes, yes, yes. Just don't get too excited or too upset. That's all. Don't get too excited or too upset. You know, if you get emotional, your rational thinking shuts down. When your amygdala is in control, and I'm going to give you a little bit of psychology here and biology. When your amygdala takes control of your brain because of the fight or flight response, your reasoning shuts down. Okay, and that is God-given so that you stay safe. So when your emotions are riled up, you are built in such a way to defend yourself, to run, to fight. Well, that's a horrible state to be in when trading. Okay, it completely blinds you to what's happening right now. You can't see what's happening because whatever you're looking at is just fear. The market is going to take the money from me. The market is going to take the money from me. The market is going to take the money from me. And so it moves 5 pips in your direction and you take profit because the market is going to take money from me. You get what I'm saying? Or it's dropping, it's dropping, it's dropping, and you freeze, right? It's going against you and you freeze rather than cut it out, rather than shut it down, because your rational mind is shut down. So you always have to stay rational. You can feel the emotion, okay? Regulate the emotion. You can regulate your emotion with training. You can regulate your emotion with breathing, okay? If you find yourself nervous in a trade, if you find yourself upset in a trade, breathe, okay? Take deep breath. Take a deep breath. Hold it for a couple of seconds, release it. Do it again. What that does, it infuses your brain with oxygen. The moment that your brain feels the oxygen, it believes you're not in danger anymore. Because if you think about it, when you are in danger, you stop breathing, okay? And that is, again, your amygdala taking over your body, shutting down the breathing, taking the blood to the extremities, okay? Pushing all the blood from your heart to the extremities, to your arms, to your legs, so you can defend yourself, okay? That's what happens, all right? So when the oxygen, when you breathe and the oxygen hits your brain, when that inflow of oxygen hits your brain, the amygdala then shuts down because it understands I'm not in danger, and your reasoning brain can come back and you can actually see what's going on, okay? That is biology, psychology, physiology 101, you know? But a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. And so they're gripping the mouse. They don't realize they're not even breathing, right? And they're focused so much on the chart and they're thinking that they're really watching it. No, they're not really watching it. Their subconscious is watching it. There it goes. There's gold. Yeah, I think it'll keep coming down as this goes up for the retest, and then once it retests and drops, then this will wick and go woo. We'll see if it happens. Okay, and with that, I'll close. At least I feel like I gave you a little bit of value there, because it's really important. It's really important. It's how we help athletes. Again, I got my master's in sports psychology. It's how we help athletes gain control and maintain control of their emotions when they are performing. You know, if you look at any Olympic athlete before they perform, they take a deep breath, they shake their hands, right? Woo! Take off running, do whatever they're gonna do. You know what I mean? It's quite amazing. And sports that are a little slower, like baseball and golf and shooting, skeet shooting, for example, it's super important because any heart variability, and you don't even realize that your heart is doing that heart variability. Look it up. Any heart variability throws off your skill completely, you know? And so, by the way, the Olympic shooter shoots between heartbeats. He doesn't shoot when his heart is beating. He shoots between heartbeats. Now, how do you learn when your heart is beating? You train yourself and you know it. You feel it and you know it. Between beats, boom, that's when they shoot. So that nothing triggers any movement of their arms and stuff like that. Same thing with a golf shot. I mean, a golf shot or a tennis shot. Same thing. If your heart is if you have a heart variability happening when you're going to do your shot is going to go off. Again, physiology. And look at this. Look at that wick. There you go. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm done. Have a great day. I will not be here tomorrow. I'm sleeping tomorrow. There's no way I'm going to be here tomorrow. All the news coming up. Okay. Where is my thingy? Stop the share. Here we go. Bring this over here. Okay, where are we? Let's do this way. Because I can't see what's happening. Oh, where'd it go? There you go. Okay, take care, Daniel. Blessings to everybody.